Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here with Alex Morton for episode one of The Truth Uncut for the landscaping, commercial, and snow removal industries. We're located here out of Philadelphia, tri state, Pennsylvania. And what we're doing is creating content for the sole purpose of providing information to all those that wish to scale and avoid any obstacles, challenges that only prolong their ability to truly get the success they're truly looking for. Alex has been in the industry for over 20 years. He has ran his own company at times. He's been a part of some major, large regional landscape maintenance, commercial, construction, and snow removal industries. He's had contracts that spanned over multiple states: Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and even Maryland. With that being said, I'd like to welcome you to the show, Alex.
Thank you, JJ. I really appreciate you having me on. It's an honor and a privilege to be here.
Wonderful. Alex, if you could give us just a little bit of history on what you do in the landscaping industry and where you're at today.
Sure, I'll give you a little background. My entrance to this industry started in 1999. Started right out of high school.
Wow.
Weed whacker guy, worked my way up, crew leader, to manager, account manager, and then owned my own business at one point in time. Owned and operated. I've also been the director of operations at an elite country club. Was there for about 5 years, then moved on to become an account manager, senior account manager, and now I'm moving into the world of business consulting.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing with that, Alex. For some of the viewers that are new that haven't been following this podcast for some time now, can you explain to them what an account manager is within a commercial landscape maintenance company that's roughly anywhere from $5 to $10 million a year?
Sure. So, an account manager in a large commercial company has a portfolio of properties. So, you're to be engaging and meeting with those clients on a regular basis, making phone calls, meeting with them on site, proposing work, and you're also keeping up with production. Some companies have a manager or an operations manager that helps with the production side of things to a greater extent. So you're involved in production in some way, shape, or form. Some
Yeah.
companies have the account manager also take care of production as well. And then some are backed up or supported by production managers. And I find that to be the best way to have that support. But that's basically a general idea of what an account manager is.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Now, I mean, it sounds like a lot, and then I heard you touch in there with the support piece within the account manager role. Because when you were first explaining it, I was like, wow, man, it sounds like a lot that someone has to do at an organization. Is that even possible? And I know a lot of individuals that own companies, large companies, they tend to say that it is possible, and they overload, the employee. Or I've also dealt with vice versa, where they've given the employee not enough work, and
Yes.
we're hiring many others because they would not listen to the individual that he is or she is capable of performing the job. With
Mhm.
that being said, what have you found in the industry being the best setup for an account manager, such as like what amount of work from a revenue standpoint should they manage, and also a geographical area of job sites?
So
If you
I'd
could.
say, yeah, to give you a little breakdown on that, I think an average portfolio should be about 25 properties. I don't think, from what I've seen and experienced and lived through, a portfolio of a million or more should have a production manager backing
Agreed.
that account manager up. 800,000 is kind of a sweet spot for someone to be in who's also taking on production. And to have an estimator backing you up, to have a production manager backing you up will allow you to meet with clients more and to sell more enhancements, just because then you'll be able to focus on the proposal generating or generating these proposals and getting them out, and then also making the client a priority, which they should be.
Very well said. Now, for people that that are new or just jumping in, head first into the industry, as many do, especially around here in the Philadelphia tri-state area. When you say production manager or estimator, when you're managing the book of work that is worth $1 million in total revenue. Now, this is landscape maintenance, recurring contract revenue that we're speaking on. What roles do those production managers and estimators play? Like, what is a production manager?
Okay, so a production manager will be checking on crews throughout the day. They'll be supplying materials and hauling out skid steers, tools, bringing tools to sites, and checking on the day-to-day operations that take place that are not a part of or are separate from meeting with clients or
Yeah,
creating proposals. I think that's a
yeah,
general explanation
absolutely.
of
It's
what
wonderful.
they're doing. There's a lot more involved,
Yeah,
and we could
we're not
go we
time.
could
We're on
go
time
we could
crunch here,
go
so yeah,
really
we're
really deep if we wanted to, but that's a
yeah, just getting them a
general
basic.
synopsis.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And then the estimator, I assume, is that somebody that would assist with pricing out anything above and beyond the existing landscape maintenance recurring contract that'll bring a return and value to that client's dwelling.
Well, I've seen estimators work in different capacities. Some based on or their focus is just on enhancements. Sometimes they help also with the maintenance side, preparing maintenance proposals. But the main thing, and this we're going off on another subject on a tangent, maybe not a tangent, but we're going off a little bit here when I begin to mention this. But that person really needs to know the industry, and I feel like
Yeah.
we're kind of branching off here, but
No, that's very,
that
very
brings
good.
up
This is
another
a huge
topic.
problem.
Another topic is, do you know what you're selling? Do you know how to sell it? Do you know how to price it?
Yes, because there's a lot of people that come into this industry from other markets as account managers and have no idea what they're up against, as this is not something that is easily um, duplicated or similar to other account manager jobs, such as like a Verizon or a biopharmaceutical company. It's night and day.
Yeah.
And what Alex and I are doing we're really on a mission here to give that clarity and knowledge to both the individuals seeking a new um, employment opportunity, and as well as the those running the company, so they don't wind up getting themselves into a situation that isn't beneficial for either party, and they become unemployed, or it brings negative return to the organization, and hurts the culture.
Mm,
So we talked about that, and I want to do one more thing on account managing before we hop right into your consulting, and then there's some Christianity uh, topics that I would like to talk about, because I know you're heavily involved with the
mhm,
church, and I think it would be great to get that out here on this platform.
mhm.
Now, if you had to, the top three largest issues that you notice from an account manager uh, perspective that employers make when hiring and training an account manager and giving them the proper tools to be successful, what is that you see, and have you came up with any of those solutions, and are those solutions something that you would want people to reach out to you on based off of your consulting
Mhm.
firm that you're currently running?
Yes. There's so many different challenges when you're bringing a new account manager on, and many different mistakes that are made. One is not having the proper training on the systems that are already in place, or not having a system at all. Um, showing the new account manager the properties, taking the time, allowing them to meet the team, to understand what each person's function is in the organization, in the company, what the business developer does, how the business developer is going to be handing off properties to you, and that both of you need to have somewhat of a relationship. You're going to have a long-term relationship as an account manager, hopefully, and the business developer already has established that relationship. So that handoff is so important. It's so crucial. They don't see two people, they see one company. They don't see, they don't see the aspects of the company like we do. They see one company, and that company, that organization needs to be working together like like a well-oiled machine. And I think so. Training, absolutely. Um, a knowledge of the organization and how it operates. Those are the two greatest challenges and things I think that need to be set up and acknowledged from the beginning.
Is that something that you would say that you would be able to offer to anyone that would reach out to you, and to gain further clarity and understanding on how to effectively implement those processes and procedures and stay consistent with them, discipline?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd be able to take a look at how you have things set up, recommend certain CRMs, recommend certain training programs. I like to do seasonal training programs with any organization, or at least teach someone how to do those seasonal trainings. One thing that I feel like I really bring to the table when it comes to business consulting is I have multiple perspectives. So I spent a lot of years in the field and many years in the administrative side, account management, with as an owner in different aspects of the landscaping and snow industry. So that way, I'm able to teach how to train, how to develop a leader, and those types of
And
things.
tie it all back into one. Yeah, and
Yeah,
you can reach Alex at any time. On this podcast, I like to drop his email, which is amfirebrand@outlook.com. Once again, that's AMFIREBRAND Now, with that, now that we touched on the consulting, and there's so much that Alex is currently working on, and as this podcast progresses throughout the country, we'll be sure to have him back on here. Who knows? Maybe he's possibly a host one day. Uh, I want to, before we start getting into the Lord, have everyone know that Alex has successfully written and publicized two great books. One of them is The Reckless Pursuit and The Secret Place. He also runs a uh, podcast called The River with Alex. You can find those on Spotify or iTunes. His books, you can purchase them on Amazon or get a hold of him directly through his email. Alex, can you give us a little information on all three of those things, and however you want to get into it about the Lord?
sure. Yeah, absolutely. Being a man of faith in this industry or any industry just means, I bring God into everything that I do, whether you're spiritual or spiritually inclined or not, whatever your belief is. For me, it's just very important personally to ask God to lead me in what He would have me to do. And now with the business consulting side of things, and now that I'm getting into this, I feel you have to edit this
He'll
out. We're gonna
always
have
have.
to
He's
edit
not
this
busy.
out.
He's always that
We're
busy.
we're
That's
gonna
how much his phone's ringing, guys.
we're gonna have to yeah. So anyway, I'm bringing this into the business consultant side of things. I really love to help people in many different ways, but to
Wow.
help people to grow their business and to see it grow, see it thrive, and see the pieces come together to build those kind of strategies that are going to influence the organization in a positive way long term for decades to come is very rewarding to me. Of course, we're all in business to generate revenue, to support our families, and to do well. But my revenue doesn't just go to me and my family. My revenue
Amen.
also goes to to other nations. I have a ministry called Firebrand Fellowship International. Where we provide food, clothing, and other resources to impoverished communities throughout the world, mainly in Pakistan and Kenya. I've published now 8 Christian books. Those are 2 of them. And they're resources for evangelism, discipleship, and the Christian life. How you live with Christ by your side. And so, for me, it's always important to bring this up. Maybe it's not for everyone out there, but there's a reason why we're here. I believe there's a reason why we're doing this podcast, and I know JJ shares in my beliefs
Absolutely,
in
100%.
Christ, and I'm just thankful for him and
Likewise.
grateful for every opportunity I'm given.
And yeah, I share that as well. And if anybody's struggling right now and needs to get a hold of you immediately, and because they're going through some challenging times, and they just need someone to get a hold of and walk through it, is the best way to get a hold of you via an email.
Yeah, I think so. So right now, amfirebrand@outlook.com. Also, you can reach out to me on my personal cell, 610-333-9598, for business, or if you want to talk about the Lord, you want to talk about ministry, you're welcome to give me a call on that line or shoot me a text.
Well, wonderful. This was our very first podcast, and I couldn't be more excited that it was with Alex, someone I've known for a long period of time now. And Nine Tiger 134 LLC is here to stay. Make sure you check Alex out on The River with Alex, either on Spotify or iTunes, and grab his books. Come on, guys. I mean, they're on Amazon. The Reckless Pursuit is a great read. I have it myself. I have a paper copy. The Secret Place is something else I'm looking into. Nevertheless, we are primarily geared towards the landscape industry that ties out to snow as well. But we're open to talk to any and all what walks of life. So from the truth to you, God bless you all, and thank you for coming, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, see ya.